I previously talked about the first movie I ever made, but I've yet to ever talk about the first pieces of animation that I've ever made. And before I get into the premise of these videos and what they're about and how I made them, we first need to discuss what inspired these, what lit my passion for animation, because I think I can pinpoint the exact period of time that it did happen. And it was a time that I was obsessed with this YouTube channel, a YouTube channel which, if you're a fan of these movies and you engage with the Marvel online fandom, especially from around 2015 to 2019, you've probably seen this channel or been a fan of it at some point. And that channel is How It Should Have Ended. How It Should Have Ended is a YouTube channel that satirizes these Marvel movies. They're really well known for their puppet animation style approach to making their videos. This channel was my rock from 2015 to 2019-ish. I had watched and rewatched all their videos countless times. I remember specifically their behind the scenes videos that really inspired me to make my own animated videos. I really wanted to make something in the vein of these videos. You know, taking these films I really love, recreating parts of them but adding my own twist to it. For the How It Should Have Ended videos, they take a very satirical approach to it. They pretty much explore how these stories would go if Kevin Feige didn't need a 2-hour movie. Now, you can say what you want about this channel. You can say it's a relic of its time. You can not like it for various reasons. But at the end of the day, this YouTube channel was what lit the fire in me to pursue animation. And I still do today. When I decided I wanted to make videos in the same vein as them, I wanted to add my own type of twist on it. They approached these movies from a comedic angle, whereas I wanted to depict all of the scenes that happen in between the scenes that you see in the film. I wanted to show everything that happened off camera canonically, hence the title that the series would pick up being Tyler the Movie Off Camera. I wanted to approach the off-camera segments to depict a deleted scene from a film, where you see all the unfinished effects, the mocap suits, the green screens. There are scenes in the first version of Captain America Civil War Off Camera, which was the first one I ever made, where you see that a lot of the backgrounds are just green screens, or Iron Man and Rhodey are wearing nothing but the mocap suits and those Iron Man plastic shells that they put on them that they end up replacing after the fact. And that was partially because I loved behind the scenes videos of films when I was younger. I would watch the behind the scenes of Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3 on the DVDs that I had when I was younger. I'd watch the behind the scenes of the Avengers and Iron Man 1 and this movie, Captain America Civil War. This movie is where it started. Now, my obsession for this film could be partially motivated by Spider-Man's inclusion in the MCU for the first time. I'm not denying those allegations. This is a movie where it all sort of started. So you can probably get the gist of how this works. There are scenes that are recreated from the film. Then there are the off-camera scenes, like this: what happens before Captain America arrives at the airport. What does Team Iron Man do? How do they set up their plan? What is Vision doing during the entire airport fight? What happens when Cap leaves Tony in wherever the fuck the final battle of that movie takes place with a broken suit? What happens to Zemo after he's captured? Even when, obviously, being grown up now, you realize the very obvious fact that these scenes weren't included or shot because they didn't matter. They weren't necessary. Nobody really needs to see how Tony got home with a broken suit, but it's still something that I wanted to make and show. Just mainly because I needed something, I needed material, so I would just take anything. Any gap in the narrative, I would fill it just so I could have enough content to make these videos. The Homecoming video follows pretty much the same premise. It's stuff like what happens to Peter's backpack after he leaves it in the alley and it disappears when he comes back. And the approach to the Infinity War video is slightly different. The coercive marketing strategy of that movie gave me heavy incentive to make a lot of the video about including shots from the trailer and trying to stitch it into the narrative in a way that makes sense. Now, I'm obviously being very exaggerative by using the word coercive, but I mean, come on, man. Now, these videos were entirely made on my tablet. Each frame was drawn in a sketchbook app and then was later imported into an editing app and strung together there. You'll notice most of these scenes are made up of 2-3 frames max. This is what I considered animation when I was just starting out. You'll probably also notice that every human in these videos has traditional 2D shading, but elements that would have been CGI in the film, such as Iron Man, War Machine, Spiderman, or Vision, have this more detailed shading to them. I was very fascinated with the detail in these things. I wanted to incorporate it into my own videos, and in a way it kind of influenced the sort of approach I have to making things now. All the audio that isn't just straight up ripped from the film was recorded on this cheap little keyboard that I got from Argos, and I would just record the audio into the app, which is why it's so poor. Despite me saying this was mainly my stepping into the realm of animation, making these videos also made me very passionate about making the music for my own films, and just making music in general. To this day, I still make the music for my own projects, the soundtracks, etc. And even later on, making films forced me to heavily engage in doing the sound design for my own films. I was initially going to just sit here and explain to you everything that happens in these videos, but after all was said and done with recording and I was sitting down, I was editing the audio, and I realized I was kind of having a shitty time editing this audio together. And if I can't stay engaged with what I'm saying, then yeah, this whole video is just not gonna be fun to watch. So I am reluctantly just going to show you everything that I made, because I still have all these videos bar the Thor Ragnarok one, because yeah, it is lost to time. I was not good at preserving the stuff I made when I was younger, so stuff like this just happened where I would make stuff and I would just lose them. A part of me always wanted to put these on the internet someday so I could be, again, a channel in the vein of how I should have ended, but I just never really had the courage to do so, mainly because I used my own voice in some of the shots just because I didn't have a crew behind me or people who could do the voices. But I think it's been long enough now and I'm far removed from these videos where I don't have to feel the embarrassment. I can dissociate enough from my 13-year-old self to be like, yeah, another guy made this. So yeah, with that being said, the first time I ever show these to eyes outside of myself and my brother, maybe, I don't know if you've seen all of these or not, I don't remember. But with further ado, here is the off-camera series, except Ragnarok, because that one is dead. So 2 hours, guaranteed. 36 hours.
Mark 46 armor complete and ready to wear.
Annotate that, Jarvis.
Proceeding to annotate. Proceeding for armor vehicle download super combo.
I don't know. I just retired. I'm out golfing with my family. I don't know if I should come back. What? Captain America is my assistant? What brings you to my dimension? I was friend zoned. Jeez, we've all had that problem before. For who? A guy with a bow and arrow. Can you
I'm mad. Not the people this way. Peter, can I come in? One sec, May. Can you explain this, Peter? Well, just try not to do it too often, okay? She's never gonna look at me the same way.
How old is this kid again? But he could be a good asset to the team. Trust me, Rhodes.
So what's the plan, Tony?
The game is start. What do you do? Okay, kid. I have a special role for you.
Just
Hey, everyone.
yeah, we don't really need to start a conversation.
You've been busy, and you've been a complete idiot.
Oh boy, this suit is skin tight. Tony seems pretty mad. Hey, why can't I have one of those Iron Man armors with those glowing LED lights? That would have been sick. I still can't believe I'm holding the shield of the actual Captain America. Wait, how does Tony Stark know where I live?
We're in position.
So, a pinch of salt? Should I interfere? Nah, what's the worst that can happen?
Get off!
What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen?
You have a metal arm?
What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? What will happen? Now we'll just have to let the Accords take its course. I'm sorry.
I could do this all day.
Hey, Bucky, you alright? I've been through worse.
Look, Zima, I'm sorry about your family. You know, you screwed up, but that doesn't mean we don't try to save everybody. It doesn't matter now. It is done.
So 2 hours. Guaranteed. 36 hours.
Mark 46 armor complete and ready to wear.
How did you say that, Jarvis?
Proceeding to annotate. Proceeding for armor vehicle download super combo.
I don't know. I just retired. I'm out golfing with my family. I don't know if I should come back. What? Captain America is my assistant? What brings you to my dimension? I was friend zoned. Jeez, we've all had that problem before. For who? A guy with a bow and arrow.
Can you imagine what the people is want? Peter, can I come in? One sec, May. Can you explain this, Peter? Well, just try not to do it too often, okay? She's never gonna look at me the same way again.
Just,
Hey, everyone.
yeah, we don't really need to start a conversation.
You've been busy, and you've been a complete idiot. Skewing
Oh
wonderful
boy, this
things
suit is
to
skin tight. Tony seems pretty mad. Hey, why can't I have one of those Iron Man armors Lure's glowing LED lights? That would have been sick. I still can't believe I'm holding the shield of the actual Captain America. Wait, how does Tony Stark know I live?
We're in position.
So, a pinch of salt? Should I interfere? Nah, what's the worst that can happen?
Get off!
What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen?
You have a metal arm?
What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen?
What will happen?
Now we'll just have to let the Accords take its course. I'm sorry.
I could do this all day.
Hey Bucky, you alright? I've been through worse. Why did you only get a ship with one seat? Guys, last time I checked, I only had one butt.
Hey everyone, so today I've been getting a lot of questions about the Sokovia Accords thing, and whether I'd be like intervening or not, like the whole Cap and Iron Man thing. Oh, and I also saw like the fan page, so yeah, thanks for that. Anyways, back to the Sokovia Accords thing. So I don't think I'm gonna be like getting involved in this anytime soon. I'm pretty like down to earth, sort of. I'm not like very like recognized. I'm like a small hero, so no, I don't think I'll be getting involved anytime soon. Maybe best all heroes. I don't know. So anyway, that's all for today. Peace out.
What do you think you're doing, Tony? How old is this kid again? But he could be a good asset to the team. Trust me, Rhodes. Okay, if people get hurt, that's on him. But if he gets killed, then that's on you.
So what's the plan, Tony? Whoa, looks like one of the things on a computer. Hey, where was everyone to witness my awesome superhero landing?
Stay close to the ground. Build up your game helping the little people.
But I'm ready for more than that now.
No, you're not.
That is not what you thought when I took on Captain America.
Trust me, kid. If Cap wanted to lay you out, he would have.
I should know from personal experience.
I want you to be better.
Well, can I at least use it one last time?
And the rest of it.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it.
You also have the camouflage, Mr. Parker.
Whoa!
There are many different modes.
That is awesome.
Would you like to activate camouflage?
What are you doing?
Ah, fire!
God damn it, Peter. What the hell's the matter with you? You gave up a chance with your avengers. What the hell are you doing? Stay close to the ground. You cheesy guy. It probably wasn't even a test as well. You were serious about that? Oh, I thought it was a test. What am I supposed to do now? I can't go back. It'll be too awkward. God damn it. Come on, Peter.
Sometimes I like to do this with Ned. Don't judge me.
Sir, how does it work now? They've gone their separate ways. Some pretty extremely far. We get into a situation like this again, what happens then?
back.
Really sure about that?
I am.
Why?
Because we'll need them to.
Hey, why can't I have one of those Iron Man armors, Lua's glowing LED lights?
Smells like a new car in here.
Wow, are you kidding me? I just got this suit. What is this anyway? Some alien gum? Where's a stick I can use to get this thing off? So how am I supposed to fight Thanos' army without Big Green? What do you mean without Big Green? We're no longer on halt terms. We're kind of going through the motions. Well, isn't there a satellite containing a suit of armor in space following wherever you go? Alright, so the suit's up and running now, and I guess... Well, I guess I'll just go get just those pieces, you know. Alright, so you need to get the glove off. Any suggestions? Does any of us even know what this guy looks like? Like a buff-looking grimace. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Hey, Strange, what about that lingering thing he could use on his arm? Won't work, he has the space stone. What about your stone? We can't reveal the location of the time stone. Alright, look, Doc. How good are our chances looking? You saw the future, and what are possible outcomes? We need to work together, pin him down. One of us needs to get the glove off. Yeah, that was my idea too. Looks like great minds think alike, and shave alike too. Huh. I think we need to establish you tough as pals before he arrives. Remember, he's coming to us, so that's what we'll use.
Stay sharp.
But it is more fun destroying those ships. I think they can go a bit longer.
Should have gone for the head.